19th of March 1731 saw the birth of Maria Josefa Gabriela, also known as Gabriela Silang, in Canyogan, Santa Ilocos Sur. She was wed to affluent and well-known Ilocos businessman Don Tomas Milian. Milian passed away from old age not long after they were married. Gabriela got to know Diego Silang, a brilliant, brave, and resolute man who supported the battle for the freedom of the Filipino people. After the two got married in 1757, she and Diego both joined the uprising against the Spaniards in 1762. At first, his uprising was effective, but it was thwarted by two other locals, Pedro Becbec and Miguel Vicus, who supported the Spanish. On May 28, 1763, Miguel Vicus and the despised and feared Spanish officials planned Diego's murder. Gabriela resolved to continue the fight, get revenge on Diego after he was killed. Despite her severe suffering, she was pressed for time. With the passing of their leader, the rebels lost hope. Not one of the men offered himself to be the new rebel spokesperson. As a result, Gabriela performed a very brave act by succeeding her husband and leading the insurrection. She told the people that the fight was from done and greatly equipped herself. She quickly attracted more admirers. Gabriela started helping residents of the other cities. The locals were pleased that Gabriela carried on Diego's fighting spirit and started referring to her as a generala, which means woman general. Silang Revolution in her birthplace of Santa. Gabriela Silang skillfully led her men through their first combat. The Spanish were adamant about beating Gabriela, following their humiliating setback at her hands. A Filipina woman had never made them feel frightened before. After that, Gabriela and her soldiers set out to build a new base in Pidigan, Abra. Pidigan was not far from Santa, but the rough soil of the area prevented the Spanish from finding the rebels. After being separated from her mother since childhood, Gabriela was reunited with her in Pidigan. The Spanish authorities had prepared a unique form of death for her because of the rebels' resistance. One morning, Gabriela was taken to the town square where she was hung in front of an interested group of Spanish people. Gabriela, who was just 32 years old at the time, died bravely and quietly. The last resting site of Gabriela Silang is still a mystery. The people of the Philippines will always remember her for her unwavering drive, skill, and strength, which is why they consider her to be the first female bayani. Her fearless leadership has now come to represent the value of women in Philippine society and their fight for independence under colonization.